and then we will start to recording. Yes. Thank you, Nadi. And we will start. And first of all, we have with us Maria Guinan, and she wants to say some words to us. So please, Maria.
Thank you very much, Sofia, and welcome everybody to this online cafe. We have this wonderful theme today, the Ecocide Law, and our friends who are promoting all this action for choral music and ecology. And we are very, very grateful to them to join and be with us here, because we want really the choral conductors, singers, promoters to be aware of what our voices can do. Our voices can give to the world, not only beautiful music, but also wonderful messages, and help to conscientize more the world about the problems that we are facing. So this is a wonderful opportunity to get to know this project, and also to invite you all to take part on the World Choral Day that will be on December 8th or around that day. And we will dedicate this day to peace and ecology. Those are our two main themes. Welcome, Sophia, our young Sophia, to be the moderator of this session. I will stay with you, but I will not be participating. Welcome to everybody, and welcome to IFCM activities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maria. Well, we're working like all the people that are joining us today. And so let's start with this online cafe. First of all, I want to introduce you to our free guest of today. We have with us to Kirsi Kaunismäki Suhonen. She's a choir conductor, musician, arranger, principal music teacher, and an integrative coach. We have Merzi Rajala. She's choir conductor, musician, arranger, global music lecturer at Sibelius Academy on Finland. And we have Peder Karlsson. He's a singer, composer, arranger, Ecocide Law educator, founding member of the Real Group, honorary professor at Royal Academy of Music in Aalborg, Denmark. So thank you so much for joining us today, for having this spectacular conversation with us, with IFCM. We are very excited to listen to you and to know more about your projects.
Thank you so much, Sofia. So we will have a nice presentation for you, and all of us will be taking you to our world. I will start with showing you how our site looks. So this is a nice project called Choirs for Ecocide Law, and we have a concept called Let's Change the Rules. I would like to show you our Grace, can you mute your mic? If Grace can mute his mic, that would be helpful. Thank you. I'm struggling a little bit between my screens, so I will next show you our trailer so you can hear something about the sounds we do. Here we go.
What do we see? Do we see nothing at all? We know something's wrong, but no one's getting the call. One deny it and some reply with, I wanna see you free. Let's reimagine and commit, we wanna see you free. See you
Yes. And to go to my slides, just a moment. Oh, thank you for the applauses. So, who are we? Here we are, the core team, as you see us, Kirsi, Kaunismäki, Suhonen, me and Peder. This is the project we three have been working for 3.5 years already as an artistic activism or as an choral art influencers or however you want to call us. And this project really became to raise the awareness of the Ecocide Law. And it started when Peder Karlsson called me and said that, Merzi, we need to do something. Nobody knows about this powerful law that could be a very positive solution for the planet and the sustainability. So now I'm actually inviting Peder Karlsson to make the same speech for you that he did to me. And then you hear what we started making and working after hearing this.
Wow, thank you, Merzi. Also, I was very inspired by an idea that Merzi had presented a couple of years earlier for the European Choral Association to make a concert about hope. And people are losing hope, and how can we promote hope? Or what can raise hope? And I said Ecocide Law. I am a singer and musician and blah 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 blah. And I've been working on a volunteer basis for Ecocide Law for the past 10 years. And here is a short presentation of what Ecocide Law is. So what is Ecocide Law? You can see this now, I hope. Here we see a rainforest, which is important. It's a lungs for the whole planet, right? So Ecocide Law is making large-scale environmental destruction an international crime. Keywords here is large-scale and international and crime. This law is about the most serious crimes, like destroying the rainforest, for example. It has to be international because this could be a framework for human activity, and it needs to be the same framework all over the world. It needs to be a crime. Why? Because there are something like 2,000 treaties and conventions and agreements about nature and about human relationship to nature, and none of them has any, there is no consequence if you break that agreement. So it needs to become a crime, and it needs to be so that somebody who made a decision that destroys an ecosystem has to be personally responsible. And that's what this law is doing. We also see that people who join this project, or this, how should you say, whole thing, they say it is a law to restore hope for the future. And we ask them why. And they say, because we get a sense that this could actually make real change happen. And real change is super important. It is important to discuss things. But if those discussions don't lead to real change, then that is not good for hope for the world. The work to make an international ecocide law started a long time ago. You can say it started after World War II, when a man named Raphael Lemkin suggested that we need a word to describe the big crime when you kill thousands or millions of people. And that ended in the suggestion of the word genocide. And a couple of decades after that, there was an American biologist who proposed the term ecocide to describe what we do to nature. And it took a long time to get to the point of establishing an international criminal court. That was in the end of the 1990s. And Ecocide Law was supposed to be in that law, or a part of the International Criminal Court, but it was cut out in the last minute due to lobbying, possibly from the oil industry. And then it took another more than 2 decades before real change started happening again. And a very important moment was in June 2021, when an independent panel of 12 leading experts in international law drafted a definition of ecocide law. And here are the 12. The man on the top right is a Spanish man named Baltasar Garzón. He was the man who prosecuted Pinochet from Chile. About half of these people are specialized in human rights and the other half in environmental rights. And here is a definition that they propose. Ecocide means unlawful or wanton acts committed with knowledge that there is a substantial likelihood of severe and either widespread or long-term damage to the environment being caused by those acts. A very important phrase here is substantial likelihood. In other words, you should have known better before you made that decision. This is not a law that works like somebody spills some poison into the ground and then you have to prove that that poison made this tree die. It doesn't work like this. It works like you had knowledge that this could destroy an ecosystem, and you did it anyway. So now we send you to the International Criminal Court. Of course, we don't want to send people to prison, but we want the risk assessment before projects are started to include an awareness on the consequences for nature, and not only consequences for the money system. Here's a picture of the International Criminal Court, ICC, in The Hague, Netherlands. And the document that defines what they do is called the Rome Statute. And the Rome Statute today defines 4 crimes against peace: genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and crime of aggression. Crime of aggression is what I think most people would say that Russia did to Ukraine in February 2022. Ecocide is missing. Since the late 90s, ecocide is still missing, but it's coming closer and closer to becoming a part of the ICC. And what will this do? It will have an impact on economy. And now we're talking about long-term sustainable economy, which is what economy means. It means to look at what resources do we have and how do we treat them. It's like our grandmothers who used to know that you take care of your food and you just don't throw it away after the dinner. That's a long-term sustainable economy. And Ecocide Sweden, which is the organization that I belong to, we have made a report on the link between ecocide law and a long-term sustainable economy. We also have a report on ecocide law and human rights. Very often, people who already are under pressure from various mechanisms in society and in the world become under more pressure when it's environmental destruction. Climate change. Ecocide law won't stop climate change, but it will make the effects. It will have an effect on mitigating climate change by stopping the extraction at source. A lot of the fossil fuel extraction today is large-scale environmental destruction. And we have a report on that too. Peacekeeping. The Rome Statute and the International Criminal Court has to do with peace issues. And there is a lot of conflict in the world about minerals and other natural resources. And ecocide law will stop a lot of that. So in that way, Ecocide Law is a law for peace. It was in 1972 when the United Nations started discussing this, more than 50 years ago, and it still is an issue of peace. Okay, so what does it take to get the Ecocide Law into the Rome Statute? The first thing that needs to happen is that one or more member states suggest that ecocide is added. And this happened actually just a month ago. September 2024. The crime of ecocide was formally introduced for consideration by member states of the International Criminal Court, ICC, as proposed by Vanuatu, Fiji and Samoa, 3 island states that of course are under the threat of oceans rising. And they propose that the definition of ecocide, as proposed by the expert panel, should be included into the Rome Statute. And this means that within the next 1 or 2 or 3 years, all the other member states have to decide whether they shall support Vanuatu, Fiji and Samoa, or if they shall not. And so far, nobody has said no. And it's very important that the countries where you live, that they decide to support these countries, because this is a window of opportunity that we have right now. And our choir project is a way, in our experience, to present these issues in a way that is easy, accessible to the public. I have spoken. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Peder. Yes, you're always so good in this, so I'm super happy that you took us through the law. And so after me and Kirsi, yeah, we heard about this law and what the positive solutions for so many things in the world. And so, like, despite of where you're located or your financial status or who you are or tribe or religion, this is like for all of us. We were acknowledging our superpower as choral conductors and composers, and we are thinking like, here is something we know we want to work for, and we know that choir is such a powerful instrument for delivering a message, and not only delivering a message for cognitive mind, but as a holistic message where people really can experience and have feelings along the message. That's our superpower as artists. And we decided that let's make a popular music choral concert package to spread the awareness of the possibility of voting yes for this law. And we wanted to, let's make a package that will be inviting all the singers around the world, like we are now today calling, hey, join us, you can participate. We have made materials with our friends and colleagues, and all the materials are free and available online. And we were also thinking that how beautiful it is that we could offer a tool for singers to act for the environmental issues locally in their own communities, because I believe that we are many who feel like, what can we do? What is my action? What can I do for environment? What can I do for peace? So we were thinking as artists, maybe we can offer one of the many tools. And with that in mind, we started creating this package. And we also wanted to acknowledge that there's a lot of hard feelings and thoughts and discussions to this topic. So we were thinking this might be also a channel or tool for the singers to express and deal with their situation in their community and thoughts through the music. And what is the Choirs for Ecocide Law package then in detail? Kirsi, would you please tell us about that?
Yes, thank you, Merzi. Yes, we have, as you maybe have already read, 15 songs, 15 popular music style arranged songs by composers from 7 different countries. And these scores are in 3 different forms. We have unison choir, upper voices, and mixed choir plus piano. We also are going to have some band scores also, but it takes a while still. Then there is also rehearsing tracks and audible material for you to get used to get better in this project. Interactive rehearsal process proposals, concert production ideas and proposals, and media tools also. And the whole concert will take 60 minutes. And you can make it by your own choir. You can unite your forces in your city and have many choirs there, and or a cappella groups or small groups, and make them the concert together. So your choir doesn't have to sing 50 songs, but you can sing, for example, 5, and some else sings 3, and so on. So you can share your power together. And then shall I continue on this, or is it now Peder's?
I think Peder, you had very nice explanations of the songs, of the storyline. So let's hear from Peder.
Okay, and then you need to stop share. Thank you. So it's 15 songs, all of them composed for this project. All the composers have donated their copyrights to the Stop Ecocide Foundation, which is a foundation that is the basis for Stop Ecocide International, which is the international campaign for this law. On our website, there is a list of songs. Give me a second and I will show you. So, Stop Ecocide International, www.stopecocide.earth/choir. So then you get to this page where you see a lot of the information that we already have given. What kind of music is it? And here there are some audio examples. And here's a list of songs. It is kind of a storyline. The first song here, I was stupid and I didn't include computer audio. I'm not sure that this is going to work. Let's see if I do like this. The first song is a yoik, Ianan Iadni, by Simon Marainen. Simon Marainen is a Sami. When he lives in a specific place, he lives in northern Sweden. He's a reindeer herder and a yoik artist. And the lyric is in Sami. This is the only song that is in something other than English. And the lyrics simply mean protect, preserve Mother Earth. And now I'm curious to know if you can hear this.
Sudvarjalena netni, sudvarjalena netni, sudvarjalena netni, sudvarjaletna mi.
Did you hear that? That's Simon Marainen himself and his demo. I would like to talk about some of the songs in the concert. There is a song called A Song of Desperation in the beginning of the program, written by a woman from California who has seen her neighborhood being destroyed by fires that are due to the climate change. And here is that song, Song of Desperation. This is sung by a gospel choir from Helsinki. And this clip is from a concert in Helsinki that Merzi and Kirsi organized themselves, basically. Here we go.
down in Texas. They say the end of the world has begun. While way out west in California, all the wells are running dry. Can't drink the ashes and the dust. We can't fill our bellies with the sky. No, no, no. Can't fill our bellies with the sky. No, no. Along the coast of
Did you expect Finnish singers to sing gospel like that? I didn't. It was a fantastic moment in that concert and very emotional, which is important for the topic. Let's continue looking at the storyline. So Song of Desperation comes after the song Creation, which just describes the creation. How was this mystery called planet Earth born? And it's like, is it okay to destroy the creation? Of course not. And that's why we need rules. The song The Rules by Scottish composer Chris Hutchings, all the rules say that it doesn't really matter if the last tree dies. All the rules say it's okay to poison rivers if your profits rise. The current laws and international law allow nature destruction. It's actually true, unfortunately. And this song is a very important song to the whole program. So I will play for you a bit from it. Share sound. Here we go. I have to scroll a bit until 21:03. Let's see if I can manage to do that. We will get a few more seconds. Okay, here we go.
and the crops and the harvest day, who's to blame? When the last living tree is felled, and we see that the forest gone, is the axe to blame? Or the man who wields the axe, or the man who owns the land, or the man who sold the tree, or the man who bought the laws. But it's all within the law that says it's okay, profits good, chop the tree, sell the wood, plow the land, feed the cows, eat the steak, enjoy it now. Overrules say you can keep on taking water till the wells run dry. If the rules say there's a fine you can pay when your stocks get high. If the profits made for a corporation, then the boss won't care about deforestation, and we know they're fools. But it's not against the rules.
And in that clip, you can also see how this concert was made. That there on the stage there were solo choirs who did most of the songs, and on the balcony behind there were 800 mass choir singers, plus the band, piano, bass, and drums. Great band who was fantastic actually to play with the dynamic that so you can always hear the choir. And you don't have to do the concert like this. If you want, you can just have guitar and sing, do the unison version around the campfire if you want to. Or you can do this big thing. We have tried, we haven't tried the campfire version yet, but we have tried in a much smaller format, and that works great. These songs actually work. And that's, for me, probably the most rewarding thing. It's one thing to have an idea, but then to see it being realized and that the singers really enjoy to sing it. That's been, for me, maybe the most rewarding thing so far. A little bit later, we have a couple of songs I will just go through very quickly. Blue Sky Chemical Dye is about how water gets poisoned. We used to know the generations before us had the skills to live in harmony with the planet. When and how did this knowledge disappear? And then comes a scientist's speech on biodiversity loss. This text is written by a biologist from Finland, a real speech from a real researcher, and of course he tells us why it's going in a very bad direction, like business as usual. So we need to do something else. And then comes a song which is another of my favorites, It's Not Your Business. This has words like, it's not your business what I do. I choose my way and lifestyle too. I have my bills, I have to work. These are the facts, so back off, jerk. The jerk, of course, being the scientist, who has the nerve to say that we have to care about the planet. And in the concert, I will show you a quick short clip from the concert. It was sung by a Finnish choir called Musta Lammas, which means the black sheep. Also favorite ensemble. Here we go. And I have to scroll again to 40 minutes and 10 seconds. It's not easy to find the exact spot. Okay, we have 14:13 then.
To fly and enjoy life. I really don't cry if animals die. So go away with your bullshit. Cause honestly, I want to chill.
It's not your business what I do. I choose my way of lifestyle too. I have my bills, I have to work. These are the facts. So back off, jerk, back off, jerk. Your results are false, they are not right. I know who ordered that. I create my Facebook.
Yeah, those people are very angry that they would have to change their lifestyle. Why would I do that? Who cares about, the trees or whatever? And we felt that it's important to have something like that because a lot of people actually feel this way. And maybe it's part of the process, unfortunately, to deny the reality, to accept it later. After that song, we have this, I Want to See You Free. It's about, I want the planet to set me free. How do we find the answer? It's like, actually, I think this is Native American principle or philosophy, that a world of freedom. Freedom means the freedom to take care of each other. Freedom means the freedom to care about nature and to care about each other. But you can interpret this song in many different ways. Then comes another of my favorite songs, Hope by Merzi, who is present. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the souls and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. A poem by Emily Dickinson. Absolutely beautiful song. You have to hear it. And then we come to the part of the concert where it becomes a question of, okay, so what does this have anything to do with me? And that's what the song Questions and the Oak and the Lark is about. Questions is interactive with the public. You can either collect questions from the choir as you are doing the rehearsal process and then put those questions into the song and use that for improv. Or you can collect questions from the audience in the performance. The Oak and the Lark is a dialogue between an oak and a lark, and the people here want to join that conversation. And then we come back to the need for law. Okay, so maybe this does have something to do with me and I could promote this law. We know it's not too late. Every nation, every state can change the rules. And in this song, also the Ecocide Law proposal, the definition is presented. After that comes a song written by me. Ask not what a river can do for you. Ask what you can do for the river. Ask not what the planet can do for you. Ask what you can do for the planet. And this song also includes choreography for the audience. And we have to show you that. It was a lot of fun to do that. Now we have to go to 1 hour, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Me. We. Me. We. Me. We. Me. You can actually stand up. I think we need that. A little bit of dance for the planet.
I got two voices in my head. Two voices in my head. One is mad and the other is sad. One is mad and the other is sad. I got two voices in my head. Two voices in my head. One is sadder than the other. One says me, the other says we. One says me, the other says we. One goes get it, get it, get it, get it, go get what you want. Take it, take it, take it, take it, just take what you want. The other goes, I want food, I want water, food and water for me and for you. And I say, ask not what someone can do for you. Ask what you can do for somebody. Ask not what the people can do for you. Ask what you can do for the people. One people, one planet, many voices, one earth. I want
One people, one planet, many voices, one earth. That's the reality, isn't it? Thank you for paying attention, and that's. I wish you a lot of fun with this repertoire. We've had a lot of fun with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Peder. And then, Kirsi, would you please continue with telling about the composers and taking us to the possibilities?
Yes, thank you. As you already heard, and thank you, Peder, your great presentation. We have composers for 7 different countries, and all the composers have donated their copyrights to the Stop Ecocide Foundation until Ecocide Law has been added as an amendment to the Rome Statute, the governing document of the International Criminal Court, as you have already heard. And it was such a pleasure to cooperate with these awesome composers and feel the passion to our project and Mother Earth. And as you see, there are some Merzi, Rajala and Peder Karlsson also among these great composers. Yeah, and we introduce you also some concert production ideas, because within this project you can use your strengths and your creativity and your artistic view with different kind of ideas. And here are only some. You can figure out many others. You can make, as I already said to you, this concert as teamwork in the community. For example, in this first picture, there are 4 choirs and then 1 a cappella group and a band. You can invite to the concert local protector for the event. Here is Pekka Haavisto, Foreign Minister of Finland 2023. He sent a video greeting to the concert. Then you can integrate other activities and artists for the concert. In this picture, you see there are kids, and they made some kind of posters, very beautifully way. They said, "Use your brain" for the adults. It was very touching when they wrote them up and, "Hey, use your brains, adults." It was very, and they could use their artistic view how to make them. You can participate the audience. There's a word cloud, as you see there on the wall. We gathered words from the audience, how they feel about this situation of nature now, or what do you think about the Ecocide Law? And the words gathered there as a word cloud. And there is one song where the a cappella group used these words to improvise the song. So the audience was also heard in this concert. Then you can have panel discussions where you can invite decision makers or activists or scientists or artists or law experts. Then you can also invite artists to paint pictures while they listen to the music, and then after the concert they can probably sell their art and tell how they felt the music and how they expressed it on what they did. But use your strengths and your imagination. And then Merzi it is.
Yeah, thank you, Kirsi. I'm sorry if I pushed the presentation too fast forward. I was not sure how it goes. So how do I get the access to free materials? As you see, we have a web page under Stop Ecocide International. You will get the link there later today. And there you can sign a participation agreement on our website. And after that, you get access to a resources page where you can find every material in two forms. You can either download it from there, or you get access to QuireMed application where all the material is existing in digital form. So rehearsal files and sheets in these three forms, SAT, BSSA, and Unisono. And by agreeing the participation agreement, we simply only ask you to learn the Choirs for Ecocide Law concert program and either produce a whole concert yourself or participate in such a concert, for example, with one song or as a mass choir singer, and respect the content so that you don't detach songs from there, but we always do the whole storyline because it's very much being thought. And remember, you can always make the concert together with other choirs. That's such a beautiful action in the community. So you don't have to be doing it yourself only. Here's a picture of our website. And actually, that's the address, www.stopecocide.earth/choirs. And when you go there, then you can also get to the resources page. And in the resources page, there is a registering opportunity for QuireMate application. Our beautiful Norwegian colleagues who are giving this application for this use for free. So you can get all the materials, all the songs, all the audio files, also to your computer or your laptop or iPhone or phone, and you can rehearse them digitally. And all the material is there for you for free, also in this form by QuireMate. And then I want to tell you about the Me-We film by Karl Enerud from Helsinki concert last April. He made a documentary 30 minutes film, and maybe we can see the trailer actually. We will do that. Just a moment. So you will know what I'm talking about. because this will be something you will be interested very soon. So here I'm sharing the 2-minute trailer for our I was not. Now, here you go.
Our reality has been created by the people that came before us. The most powerful force on the planet after Mother Earth is human intention. So it's not about being realistic versus being idealistic. It's simply about what do you intend and how committed are you to that?
In my head.
2 voices in my head.
One is mad and the other is sad.
One is mad and the other is sad.
I got 2 voices in my head.
2 voices in my head.
One is sadder than the other. One says me, the other says we. One says me, the other says we. One goes get it, get it, get it, get it, go get what you want. Take it, take it, take it, take it, just take what you want.
It's quite fun that you already heard the song. But this is a great documentary film. I will give you the link so you can take a look at that. And it actually won a silver prize in Paris Film Awards just in July. And we were like, that's so great, and grateful for Carl Eneroth for that. So, how can you...
I posted in the chat both the web link to our website and to the video of the whole Helsinki concert. But I didn't post the documentary trailer. Maybe you can put that in the
Yes,
chat, Merzi.
I will totally do. I have a nice package for you. So, sorry, I need to go through these slides before getting to next item. So, World Choral Day, we are now asking you to join, as IFCM has given us the chance to join the World Choral Day. So in connection to the World Choral Day activities, we are wishing that maybe you can include one of or several of these 3 options to your activities. So first, you could, during the World Choral Day, around the world, you could perform 1 or 2 songs of our repertoire, and we have chosen those songs, and the other is just this ask not that you were just listening. You can, the second option is to do a movie night show and watch this documentary, or the third option is that you can participate to our workshop, online workshop. So the first option, if you would like to, we are willing to ask you to sign into register to our page, and through there, when you register, you can say that this is my choir from Philippines. We want to participate to World Choral Day. So you just put your choir name and the code World Choral Day, and then you go there, and then we are asking you and giving you the license. You can just do the 2 songs, Hope or Ask Not. You don't have to do the whole repertoire. It's a special thing for World Choral Day that we are asking you to do. And so you get the access to the webpage and also to the ChoralMate application. 2 songs. Second option, to see the film. You can organize a movie night for your choir, or you can show the film in connection to your concert or to your World Choral Day hymn. You can even perform those Hope and Ask Not songs during the movie session. And the third option is that we have agreed with IFCM that we will organize 2 different time zones for this kind of workshop where we take people to Choirs for Ecocide Law idea for the law and the music and the materials. So you're welcome to bring a choir or a bunch of people or community to our webinar on that day. We will be awake very early in Finland to get you to receive you from other time zones, and or you can invite people or audience for the webinar. And of course, we are very grateful if you can help us to spread the words. Right now, we are in 160 choirs in diverse countries in the project. Next year, we are looking for big concerts in Stockholm, Sweden, in Netherlands, and in Brazil at least. And we have something coming in Spain and UK. And please tell us that you will also do the concert in your country. You can always ask any question from us, and here's Kirsi's email address, kirsi@choirsforecosatelaw.earth. She is very good in answering and finding answers if she doesn't know. And we are so grateful for IFCM, European Choral Association, ChoirMate, Stop Ecocide International, and so many people who have supported this project. And at this point, I would like to hand it over for questions and answers, and also put some information while you are asking and getting answers to chat. So you will get my handout for World Choral Day, and I will give you the links for the movie and our webpage and so on. Any questions, feel free.
Are you
Sofia looks
still
eager to
awake
speak.
there?
Thank you so much for the presentation. I think we have some questions on the chat. Let me see. Oh yeah, we will asking for if you are open to collaborating with new composers, but I saw that you already have a response with that, Merzi. And then we have Carl Garrett that says, I can join in the concert in the Netherlands for the choir for Ecocide Law project as a singer and production volunteer. Yay! Thank you so much.
Great. Do you need a contact? Do you need a contact to the people who do that? Carl, I can send you the, unless you already have, but if you need the email address to the people in charge of that project in Netherlands. Cool. I'll send you in the chat.
Perfect. I don't know if someone else have a question. Some of our assistants to this online cafe.
Oh, Maya live in Netherlands. That's great because there is at least, do you know a choir called Merzi?
Yeah.
And
sorry,
yes.
I chose to send it privately, but I wanted to send it to everybody. Hi. Yeah, so as I said before, like I'm a composer and I have a project that is based on sustainability and new vocal art. And I will be very happy to like create some type of collaborations. I come from Latin America, and yeah, also my music is very influenced by medicine music from Latin America. But I'm based in the Netherlands, so I will be happy to connect also with Carl. So maybe we can also exchange contacts and try to do something here.
That's so beautiful. So also Merzi choir, they will do a bigger concert in spring in Netherlands, and a person called Anna-Lisa Schmadt. And Peder, what was her organization again?
It's called Stichting Eduvox.
Okay,
I
can you write
in
it
the
in
chat.
the chat? Yeah.
And if you want to
Okay.
contact Anna-Lisa, it's here.
Yeah, that would be great.
And feel free to open also my attachment, which I put to the chat. So there's a two-side document where there are a lot of links, our webpage, more information about us, our movie you can find there, and the links to the webinars in World Choral Day, and a lot of useful things are there. And
Okay.
yeah,
And I hope you also spread the word of Ecocide Law and the ways to affect as a singer.
And of course, also a part of this is to connect with the Stop Ecocide International local teams. If you look at their website, stopecocide.earth, you can find links to different countries and contact persons who may not actually be musicians, believe it or not, but more like biologists or something, connected with the law people. And it's these people are fantastic at supporting what we do, and they also have a lot of knowledge about what is going on in your part of the world. And these connections are very important to us, because sometimes, I don't know how it is where you live, but where I live, it's very common that the choir singers and the musicians don't really know a lot about human rights, ecology, peacekeeping, all of those things, but they understand really quickly. Choir singers are fantastic in understanding how we fit into a larger context. I think it's part of the thing of we are part of something bigger than ourselves. That's built in with singing in a choir. Sometimes when people ask me, what can I do? And I say, just continue what you do, because the story is built in with the whole idea of singing in a choir. It's not just about, it's me and we actually, and to extend that to the natural world. The lion is our cousin, and so is the eagle and the palm tree, and so forth. I have spoken. Shut me up, please.
Thank you so much. We have another question on the chat from Lucien Mendy from Senegal, that said, how many African countries are involved? As Secretary General of African Confederation for Music, I would like to share this initiative into our network, and it has like their email in there to contact them.
Do you have a response to that, Merzi?
well, I know that at least we have Kenya, some Kenyan choir, and Uganda, and then there is we are negotiating if we can do a concert in Mozambique. Is Batumi there? No, that's but in Mozambique. So, but no other. So that would be so precious if you can help us to reach more African choirs and conductors and artists. That would be amazing. So thank you for that. And please feel free to write us. We will also provide any material. We can create any material that is helpful for you, because we are really wanting to promote the law through art. And actually, Kirsi Kaunismäki Suhonen, she made a research about the process in Finland, and her results was, Kirsi, tell about the 92% of the singers.
Yeah, 92% of the singers think that you really can affect by singing. And because the singer provides emotions while she or he sings, the words are very heavy then. And at this point, I'll say also that if and hopefully you start to make this project, it's very important to understand that this is a real process also for the singers, because the singers come from different bases and they have different thoughts, as maybe they are a bit scared of something. You have to have time for discussions, and you have to be very aware about feelings and emotions in the choir rehearsals, and share thoughts and get them the feeling that we are on. This is good what we are doing, and encourage them to feel being right. But yeah, 92%. think that yes, we are on our right way.
And if I may respond to Joselle and to Lucien, about Joselle, about your choir and the Super Typhoon, and it's super important to this Ecocide Law movement to increase the contacts, if you say, between global north and global south. Like the effects of climate change, for example, the decisions that lead to those effects are usually taken in the global north, but the effects are much more clearly seen in the global south. And this is also something that we hope that this project will inspire to contacts directly between choirs in, for example, Philippines or Senegal or Africa in general, and connect with people in Europe, for example, who don't know what's going on. And so I know that Africa is priority area for Stop Ecocide International, and so I mean, when we have a plan, I'm 120% sure that they will be interested in talking with, for example, like the African Federation of Choral Music. It's interesting for their network people to have a dialogue with you. I mean, Africa is a huge continent. I mean, so it's lots and lots and lots and lots of people. But it's super important to bring the experiences from where you live to the people who live where I live. That's about peace and ecology and everything.
Yes, it is very important, and well, we are on time. So first of all, please thank you very much for the presentation, for this beautiful and necessary project. I think it's really important to question ourselves, and as musicians and people who work with groups of people in our choirs, to set these challenges, to set these kind of conversations, to, like you are saying, Peder, like to connect the North Global with the South Global. Here in Latin America, for example, we have like a lot of problems with the fires and with the droughts. For example, in Ecuador, now they have 14 hours, I think, of without electricity, because they have like the worst drought in decades. So I think it's very important to talk about this and to generate projects that talk about this, and also to connect like not only musicians, but with politics and scientists and all the areas of the technologies. So please feel free to contact to Merzi, Peder, and Kirsi. They have their email in the chat and also in the presentation for the people that are seeing the recording. Thank you very much for joining us today. We have another online activities coming up, a new online cafe. You can see the information on ifcm.net. We have a new online cafe on November 23, I think, if I don't miss it, with the European Choral Association. And of course, you are also invited to the workshop, to the World Choral Day, as Maria Guinand announced on the beginning, and as Kirsi, Merzi, and Peder tell us. You are invited to join us on the World Choral Day with IFCM and this beautiful project, singing the song with your choirs, organizing this movie night with the documentary, and of course, joining to the workshop that they will be doing that day. I don't know if you have some final words, but for my part, I'm like really thank you for joining us today. It was really inspiring to listen to you today.
We are so grateful for this opportunity, and so grateful that many of you could join, and from diverse countries, and also like Lucien and Joselle. I'm very grateful. Well, all of you, thank you so much for coming, and we'll make peace and sustainability together.
Yes, we will do.
Don't hesitate to write me email if you have any questions ever about this project.
About this project, yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and see you on World Choral Day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And thank you, Sophia.
You're
Thank you, Sophia.
welcome.
Thank you, Nadine, also. And thank
And
you,
Nadine for
Maria,
organizing.
if she is still here.
Yes.
Yes. And thank you for
thank you,
recording this thing. And we would be interested